Hey everybody, we are starting the vlog. It is Saturday, July 29th, 2023. It is my birthday. I am about to get into opening gifts and that's what we're doing to start the day. Had some breakfast, now opening gifts. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. This is our first one. You're just like awkwardly to the side. We have a Toronto hat. Ooh, looks big. Here is the Toronto hat. Oh my gosh, I saw a video on this and so put it on my list and I thought it was already after everything on my list had been bought. But this is the backcountry of South Carolina for Outlander. No, I think this is mainly like Kershaw County, but that. Then we have this, what is this? Oh, this is for my Christmas village with the Charles Dickens theme because we love him. Okay, then we have this one right here. There are 3 hardbacks in here. This is one that I bought myself, but I was not allowed to have as many books in June as I had ordered, so this was a pre-order. I don't know why I'm doing this when I'm literally filming a haul on Monday, but you know. Oh gosh, Ford versus Ferrari. Okay, and then The Lost English Girl. This is a new release. I don't remember what month it came out, but it's a newer release. And then we have one more bag. This one. We'll go with the book first. Oh gosh, I did not picture this book being like this, but the 60s. And then we have some clothes. Purple only scares me, but it's by The Drop, which is one of my favorite brands. I'm not sure what this is. I say purple scares me, but I'm wearing all purple right now, but. Okay, yeah. Scary. Then we have this color, does not scare me at all. Love it. But I think these colors look so good together. I don't know, they actually, like, by doing the color wheel, they fit together, but I think they look good. Ooh, this material's really nice. Really nice, really nice. Icy strings, and we know I'm always like, what do I do with strings? Oh, this definitely is, I'm gonna get hate when I wear this because it's gonna be all wrinkly. Okay, this is some, oh, it's inside out. Or the pockets are inside out. I don't know, but it's a dress. Knocking everything on the floor during that. I should have taken a picture of all the bags beforehand, but then I got this Robo Vacuum because I never wanted to spend the money myself to get it. And this is the one that had like the best reviews on Amazon. Okay, I got dressed. I feel kind of bad I'm being quiet because today's like my moody day of the month. Like the PMS day by the Clue app, so I feel bad that I'm in a bad mood. And I feel like crying because I'm in a bad mood, but yeah. I hate it, but you can't help that kind of thing, right? So I'm about to go up to Charlotte to get some food. We're doing another foodie vlog to go to Shake Shack because there is Shake Shack in Raleigh. There's one at PNC and that line's only is like doubled around and I'm like, I'm not waiting in that just for a burger. And then there's one in Cary or somewhere, but we're going to Charlotte. Yeah. Okay guys, I'm in Lancaster. I was dropping stuff off at Goodwill. So we got this book on the Virginia Commonwealth. All of that. And then Wayne Gretzky. Like, We find Wayne stuff every... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These are somebody's ultrasound pictures. What? What? Yo, what? And it's from like 2016. Like, what? Why are they in a Wayne Gretzky book? Like, what? Guys, what is happening? Guys, we got the goods, and so they kept doing like saying the people's names for the takeout, and I like could not hear it all because the TVs and music were so loud, and I kept going up thinking it was mine, and it wasn't. But I have mine now. What are you looking for? Straws? Okay. He thinks he has to whisper. I'm like, dude, you can talk. But yeah, so I don't think I've ever got a drink. Oh sorry, I don't think I've ever got a drink there, but this is like my plain cheeseburger, literally the same thing I get at like every burger place, and then fries, and then oh, he has peppers falling everywhere. That would murder me. But this is Shake Shack. Love it. Yeah, so here we go. Guys, look, it's ESPN. This is their studio. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, so I wanted to show you the two other things that we got at Goodwill. So we got this, I think it's a candle holder, but or where you put those like fake candles in that they sell at Target. That's what I'm probably gonna end up doing, but it's a little red fox. And then this one I thought was super funny. It's a little pig and he's smoking a pipe like he's lit. So I'm about to get some cake and I will show you all that because I don't think I showed the vlog, but yeah. Okay guys, so I'm about to open my monthly Amazon order, but I just did want to talk to y'all. I definitely did start feeling better after I went to Goodwill in Lancaster. That's not how you say it in South Carolina, but I cannot make my mouth say Lancaster. Like, that doesn't sound right. I'm like, that's not how it's spelled. It's Lancaster, but people here do not pronounce it like that. And I am amazed by that county. So I've been going to Charlotte, you know, I don't know how many years. That's my closest major city. But Indian Land, that's a town right on the border, transformed. This drive, I used to come back from concerts that way in Concord. I can't remember the name of the road, but like Lancaster Highway, Charlotte Highway, depending what state you're in. And that was all. I would drive back from concerts. It would be so pitch black dark because it was just all like farmland woods. Now it's Targets, Home Goods, Chipotle's, Chile's. Like, it's all suburbia. It's insane. I think Lancaster, if it's not the fastest growing county in the state, is one of them. So I was amazed. But yeah, that's where I went and dropped off some clothes and books at that Goodwill, because it's right, the Goodwill is literally like right next to their college campus, USC Lancaster. So I felt that'd be a good place to drop off the books that I was donating. If you watched my unhaul recently, you know which books. So I donated those there and then bought some stuff. I only spent like $10 there, and I bought, like, you know, you saw everything that I bought. So, but seeing Wayne Gretzky made my day. I love that guy. Yeah, so happy about that. But yeah, so I thought this was going to be a really bad birthday because, as I said, it's like my PMS day, whatever. And I just woke up in a bad mood because I did not sleep that well because the dog was barking at my neighbors. Then Fred came into my room just meowing at me this morning. I was like, I just want to sleep. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be cranky. I don't want to sound like a bitch all day. But yeah, so my day definitely did get better. So what all is in here? What is this? Okay, I know they have all this packaging. Oh, this book is heavy. Okay, so I guess I'll show you that first. This is a Louisiana history book, and it has like used book, like all, well, and they're like, why do you have to put it like that? I don't know, but y'all know I'm really fascinated by Louisiana history. And so I got a book on it right here. Then I got some frankincense. I've heard frankincense oil is just great to have, many great uses. I'm not somebody who says you should use essential oils like over like medication, because obviously I do take, like, if I have a headache, I take Advil, or not, I don't take Advil, I take Tylenol. But sometimes just, especially to like relax or to help me fall asleep, I do use stuff because I don't want to be taking pills for everything. So I don't ingest this stuff, I should say. I know there's some people who do ingest essential oils. Now that freaks me out, because I mean, it's not like FDA approved or anything, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, no, I'm not gonna go there. But so I just rub it on my skin or whatever. So then, since I've been reading the Outlander series, I got the rest of the books, except this is missing one book. But went and bought the rest, and because I have a box set for the first 4, so this is the next 4 in this series. And I do have 2 pieces of clothing here, both yellow. Yeah, this is just a dress, I think. Yeah, I'm still kind of worried about the dresses I got for my birthday. They were on my Amazon wish list, but Amazon will not let me click them because one is like a tie-up, and y'all know, terrified of tie-up stuff. And I'm sorry, this is like one out of focus, this camera, so this is my first time using this camera. But that dress, it's like tie up in the back, so I want to see how the model is wearing it, but it's like all, it won't let me click it, so I can't see how the model's wearing it, because I want to be careful. I don't want to have everything spilling out. Like, I don't want my dress to fall down in public. So this dress is, okay, how do I show this? Because it does have a cutout in the back. So this is the top part, and then I love the cutouts that it has. Like, this is the cutout right in the middle in the stomach, and then it has a opening on the back. This is like really hard to show, but it's a like maxi dress, and I don't know, is it? Yeah, it is by the drop. I love the drop. And then this is the other top that I got. So this one has like cups in it. It feels like it has cups. So yeah, this does have, oh yeah, I saw this on Logan Hill, I think is her name. She was showing tops that you don't have to wear a bra with. And when you live where it's 100 and something degrees every day, you can benefit. So I went with the yellow just because I didn't want to wear black. And yeah, I think it's pretty cute. I didn't know it was such a deep V, but again, you're covered, so nothing's going to be falling out there if you get the proper size. And obviously I know my size. But yes, that is, it was really heavy because all these Outlander books. But I'm super happy to have those because I've really been loving Outlander lately. So yeah, as I said, Wayne Gretzky made my day. Love that man. I hope they have his wedding pictures in there, because, okay, so then his wedding was like the royal wedding in Canada. Like, it was televised and everything, which is insane to me. Yeah, I was like, is his wife Canadian? But no, she's from St. Louis, and I'm like, is that why he played in St. Louis? Was because his wife is from there? I don't know, but I do need to go sort all this, because this isn't going to be my birthday haul. All my birthday gifts I do have in there, because I am from a haul on Monday. So I don't think I'm going to be in anything else in the mail. At least nobody's told me if I am, because I do like a surprise in the mail. Sometimes I get scared. I'm like, is this a threat? But I am going to sort through all this, and yeah, I really have nothing to do till like 9 o'clock. I'm obviously only going to be reading in like the 9 o'clock hour today, but I will catch up with y'all sometime. It's Sunday now. I just got back from my grandma's house, so I do need to talk about what I'm reading, so I have to do this pretty quick because I do have Alfredo waiting to go in the oven. So here are the books. So the one that I'm reading when I'm like working out, and I should say I did not read yesterday on my birthday. So the one I read while I work out is a short story collection, and it is called Living on the Borderline, Stories by Melissa Michael. So this is her debut collection, and this is about the lives of Native American women. Not women. Yeah, we have some women characters, some men, but it's been majority women so far. And just how their culture has changed and how their culture has adjusted to modern times, and it's mainly up in the northern, Canadian border. Then the book that I am really focusing on this weekend is my buddy read pick with you guys, and that is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is romance, tragedy romance. So we have our main character, Emma. She marries this guy named Jesse, and he is like, he works on like nature documentaries, and his helicopter crashes. He's presumed dead because they don't find a body because it crashed in the Pacific Ocean. And so she goes back home and, you know, lives life and eventually gets in a relationship with a guy named Sam, gets engaged to Sam. And then Jesse is found living. He's been on like a stranded, deserted island all this time. And it's like, what do you do? Because you thought the one guy was dead this whole time. And so you've fallen in love again. So is there such a thing as one true love? And then the ebook that I've been working through, this is not up to date. I move it every Sunday to wherever I'm at. I'm about 55% into Drums of Autumn by Diana Gabaldon. This is the 4th book in the Outlander series. It is a series of time travel, history, romance. At this part, it's really like a family saga, but time traveling between our modern, the 20th century, back in the 1900s, back when I was born, traveling between that century and the 1700s of when like the Jacobite rebellion was happening, and then like the American Revolution. So those are all the books that I am currently reading. I usually read 4 books at a time, but since it's like we only have a few more days left of the month, I didn't want to get into something new, so just waiting to get into my August TBR later this week, but I am going to go continue cooking my lunch. Jaws is thriving. Like, dude, can you go under the chair? But Penny is like supervising. She left, but she keeps coming back. Like, she's very concerned. She's the boss of this house, so I mean, everything he does has to be approved by her. Okay, we have like a lot to talk about. So in When True Loves, I read 84 pages today. And honestly, I think both of the male characters in here are extremely toxic. So obviously she is in this freak situation that does not happen that often or ever. I can't think of any incident of this ever happening, but I mean, it probably has. Actually, I can think of like Vietnam stories, but we're not getting into that right now, but of somebody being presumed dead, and so she moves on with her life because she presumes her husband's dead. And I mean, it's obviously extremely hard to move on when you thought you had everything, like you were married, living your dream life, and it all gets taken from you. So it is obviously a process for her to move through and get in a new relationship, get a new job, adjust to life back home, because she had been living in California and has moved back to Boston. And I feel like neither guy in this situation really feels for her and is really understanding. This is an extremely difficult situation. I need to be easier on her. They're both just being really rough on her, and I honestly hope she doesn't end up with either of them, but I mean, it is a romance book, so she's gonna end up with one or another, and I don't really like that, but yeah. So I think this is like a 3-star. I mean, it's like a 3.5. It's like better than average, but I wouldn't give it a full 4 stars. So like a 3.5, 3.75. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to rate it yet, but there's that. So I also need to find out, let me get my iPad back here because my Kindle app is on here, see how many pages I've read in Outlander this week, and then annotate what I annotated on the Kindle app into my actual physical book to see just how many pages I've read the whole week, and just put down quotes that were popular quotes or quotes that I liked myself and all of that. So that is all for this past week of the 24th through 30th, and we'll be heading into the last day of July tomorrow. Monday. I just found out that Angus Cloud passed away. If you don't know, he's Fez from Euphoria, and he's like a year older than me, and so I feel really sad right now. My friend just like texted me and I was like, oh my gosh, is that who I think? And I looked it up and it was. So like, yeah, it's extremely sad. I saw that his dad passed away last week. Well, I can imagine what his family is going through. That is a lot. So I just wanted to say that's very sad. But let's talk about my reading. So I'm done reading for July now because I just finished When True Loves. So let's talk about it. So I talked about the male characters being quite toxic in my mind, but Emma, our female main character, is amazing. She was a great character. I haven't liked one of Taylor Jenkins Reid's characters in a while, but I did really like Emma, and she developed well. I really liked her. Atmosphere, I love this Boston setting, and I saw that Taylor Jenkins Reid's grandmother was from a town outside of Boston, and this has made me want to go to Boston. Like, I've been to Boston before, but it's been a very long time, like over 10 years, probably closer to like 15 years. But I really want to go up to like New England during the fall time because I've only been in summer, but I would really, really love to go in fall time. It's just, it's really expensive to go in fall, and it is so far away, like it's over 1,000 miles away. But I do want to get up there at some point. Writing, this was good writing. And then plot, so amazing plot. Like, that's just, I can't I don't understand how you can make a plot like I don't think I could write something like this. I think this would be something very difficult to write, mainly because of that character work. But plot wise, it's really showing how you deal with grief and love and knowing if somebody is the one. And yeah, this is really good. But yeah, so this is, we're gonna round it up to a 4-star, but it is like a 3.75, just because character work is so important to me that if I don't think the characters are top notch, that will hinder a reading experience for me. So, but we, like on Goodreads, it would be a 4-star. So I did really enjoy this, and I would recommend checking it out. And I'm going to definitely go check out the trailer for the movie because there is a film for it. And then I need to take my wrap-up pictures. I'm actually gonna do that first. Take my wrap-up picture for Bookstagram, and then I do need to write a review for this, and then I need to put all my books that I've read this month into my computer. So I do have quite a bit to do right now, but I did want to update y'all. Hey, how are you? Good. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Humidity this air, but okay, so I started a new book today, Green Bay Packer colors, but that is The Mini Daughters of Afong Moy by Jamie Ford, and this premise is so fascinating. It's epigenetics, I think is the word, because the author's note was before the actual book. Okay, on this new camera, I feel like I'm really zoomed out. I don't know though. So this is Dorothy Moy breaks her own heart for a living as Washington's former poet laureate. That's how she describes channeling her dissociative episodes and mental health struggles into her art. But when her 5-year-old daughter exhibits similar behaviors and begins remembering things from the lives of their ancestors, Dorothy believes the past has surely come to haunt her. Fearing that her child is predestined to endure the same deliberating depression that has marked her own life, Dorothy seeks radical help through an experimental, somebody's a little more, but designed to mitigate inherited trauma. Dorothy intimately connects with past generations of women in her family. Faye Moy, a nurse in China serving with the Flying Tigers. Zoe Moy, a student in England at a famous school with no rules. Lai King Moy, a girl quarantined in San Francisco during a plague epidemic. Greta Moy, a tech executive with a unique dating app, and Afong Moy, the first Chinese woman to set foot in America, which that is a real person, that one, or she is a real person. As painful recollections affect her present life, Dorothy discovers that trauma isn't the only thing she's inherited. A stranger is searching for her in each time period, a stranger who's loved her through all of her genetic memories. Dorothy endeavors to break the cycle of pain and abandonment to finally find peace for her daughter and to gain the love that has long been waiting, knowing she may pay the ultimate price. So I am really enjoying that so far, but as y'all saw, I just went to Barnes & Noble, so I picked up 3 books there. So at the Southern Fiction table, I got Kindred by Octavia Butler, which is like a modern classic about time travel from the 20th century to the South, during the antebellum South. And as a black woman. And then I got Disorientation by Elaine Heiza Chow. This is a blistering send-up of privilege and power and a profound reckoning of individual complicity and unspoken rage and disorientation. The author asks who gets to tell our stories and how the stories change, how the story changes when we finally tell it ourselves. And this is one I had never heard of, and they only had one left, so I was just like, and with Kindred they only had one left, but I've never heard of this one, and the others have been on my list previously. So this is Bootleg Stardust by Glenn Dixon, and we're going to get magical transporting. This book is a one-of-a-kind joyride about the power of music to bring people together and break them apart, and the courage it takes to find your own voice. So I thought that sounded pretty good. So those are the books that I picked up at Barnes & Noble today, and then I picked up some lasagna. This is my first time having tomatoes since my incident with acid reflux last week, so we're gonna pray that it doesn't trigger it big time, so I'm gonna be very careful with this. We are starting yet another book today. That's just how the start of the month is. So this one is one I'm actually borrowing from my dad, and it is The River Where America Began, A Journey Along the James by Bob Deans. So this is being inspired by Outlander. Not all, some of the books that are kind of side books in the series, it's really confusing. All these books are set in the same universe, but not necessarily the same series. Some of it takes place, it was quote by the Wikipedia page was up the James, and I was up the James from Richmond, and I'm like, that's a whole lot of places it could be. But in Drums of Autumn it said that it's the closest town is Lynchburg. So I have not been in that region forever. I have very vague memories, but I want to just research it more, because as you can see, The River Where America Began, for Europeans anyway, is very interesting. And then I have to talk about my Native American ancestry in every single blog, right? It's Powhatan, which is in this region as well. So this is just all going into takes readers on the journey along the James River from the earliest days of civilization nearly 15,000 years ago. So we are seeing Native American stuff as well. Through the troubled English settlement at Jamestown to Lincoln's tour of the defeated capital of Richmond in 1865, Deans traces the historical course of a river whose contributions to... Okay, sorry, something fell, but okay. Dean traces the historical course of a river whose contributions to American life are both immeasurable and unique. This innovative history invites us all to look into these restless waters in a way that connects us to our past and reminds us of who we are as Americans. So I'm going to be starting this. Happy Wednesday. So I did go to Target today and all of that. You're just gonna have to wait for my, not Instagram, my YouTube short. So in here, I got to over the halfway point, living on the borderlines. And I love how it's all just interconnected. I just really like when writings are interconnected. Some, I'm wondering how they are going to connect. We'll just have to wait and see. And then with this, I got to over the first quarter. So the many daughters of Afong Moy. This, I am wondering how it's all going to connect. I know that all these people are related, and kind of confused, but I trust that it is all gonna get connected eventually, hopefully, because I want to know what's going on. How is all this working? I don't know. So there's the update. So we're ending out the vlog here on a Thursday. If you made it all the way through, leave any kind of water emoji down in the comments below. And as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!